Good morning. My name is Bill Kim. I pastor the Presbyterian Church and the Congregational Church, two small churches here in Clarion, Iowa. My friend Mr. Williams behind the camera, our friend Ted Bunn, who's in Arizona. We've been working on this blog blurb thing for a while, where we do a 3 or 4 minute sermon summary, and we hope that it's been helpful, encouraging to people either who can't get out or who would prefer to have their Bible pieces in more bite-sized chunks. So this morning for the sermon we used Matthew chapter 18 verse 1 to 6. I do feel like we need to acknowledge there's some background to this that Jesus had in Matthew 16 and 17, said to his disciples on more than one occasion, being a follower of mine is about sacrifice. I'm going to suffer, be killed, rise again on the third day. I'm going to carry a cross, and as my disciples, that's what you're called to do. And he said that a couple different ways, and then it's funny that in the very first part of Matthew chapter 18, the disciples say, hey, Jesus, by the way, who's the greatest in the kingdom of God? And Jesus says, oh, I can just see the eye roll or the sigh when Jesus says, it's a child. And the child is not the picture of innocence or sweetness that we think of today, as much as the child is the picture of somebody who is totally, completely depending upon others for their survival. Being great in the kingdom of God is totally and completely trusting in God to take care of me. Being great in the kingdom of God is taking care of, Jesus says, others who are totally and completely dependent upon God. What does it mean to be great? It's not the biggest army. It's not the richest coffers. It's not the strongest or the fastest in the contest. Being great according to Jesus is being totally and completely trusting and dependent upon God. Being great according to Jesus is taking care of others who are totally and completely dependent upon God. Who's the greatest? What's my goal? To be those things. May that be true for us this week.